Hello. Welcome to e-commerce expert, and please subscribe to our channel. It really motivates us on what we are doing to help others. Startup costs are not deductible. We've consulted with dozens of business owners and tax accountants, and the number one point of confusion seems to be the idea that all startup costs are immediately deductible. If you're planning on starting a business, you might want to save yourself the hassle and frustration of having to deal with the IRS later by avoiding this misconception. Within the first year of running your business, you can only deduct certain costs directly related to starting up and not just any old business expense from before that time. And once you've made a profit in your first year, you can only deduct up to $5,000 per year or $5,000 total over your lifetime of the costs started within that time period. Every dollar saved on taxes means a potential dollar earned for your business. You might not have the money right now to take full advantage of getting a deduction if you thought it was going to be larger than it actually is. Save some cash early on by not overestimating what deductions you can take. It could save you thousands down the road. Don't worry about an audit if you don't take every deduction possible. Just because there are deductions available doesn't make it necessarily true. In fact, there are some common misconceptions business owners have about what are deductible and what are not. 3 common business deduction misconceptions. 1. All startup costs are immediately deductible. 2. Overpaying the IRS makes you audit-proof. 3. Being incorporated enables you to take more deductions. 4. The home office deduction's a red flag for an audit. If you're looking to start a business, don't miss out on these important tax deductions when starting your new business. For a lot of small business owners, the process of starting and running a business is like a maze you have to find your way out of. One little misunderstanding can lead to another, and pretty soon you're hopelessly lost. If you've ever had any confusion about what deductions are available for your business, we're here to help cut through the red tape. Getting started is one thing, but if you're not paying enough attention to the deductions you can take off your taxes, you might be leaving money on the table, and that leaves us feeling like we should be paying more taxes than we already do. We understand how confusing it can be when it comes to figuring out what deductions are available for your business. A mistake some new business owners make is thinking that all startup costs are deductible. In fact, only certain types of startup costs are taxable. Things like research and development and marketing expenses aren't deductible until these activities result in actual sales of a product or service. If a business owner pays an excessive amount of taxes up front hoping that this tax liability will keep him or her from getting audited, they may have another problem. Overpaying taxes makes them look a lot. Business owners who are just beginning their companies often have misconceptions about the deductions they can take. Some of these ideas can lead you down a rabbit hole of financial mistakes, and cause you to pay more taxes than you should. Business startup expenses are deductible when the business is established. The IRS does not care about what type of business entity you set up for your company, or whether you incorporate or not. All startup costs are immediately deductible from gross income, before accounting for depreciation. Startup costs include business licenses, accountant fees to get your books set up, accounting software for your books, such as QuickBooks, filing fees to register your business with your state and federal government if applicable, legal fees to establish your business entity or contracts with vendors or employees, such as an NDA or employment contract. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share our video. Leave a comment too on what you would like us to cover next or any idea.